Throughout World War II, Nazi Germany invested heavily in massive fortification projects. Most famously the Atlantic Wall, the Siegfried Line, and various fortress cities. These defensive structures were intended to protect the Reich from invasion and secure occupied territories. But despite their size and cost, their actual military value is still debated. Were these fortifications a true strength or a strategic waste? The Atlantic Wall, Hitler's barrier against invasion. Stretching from Norway to the French-Spanish border, the Atlantic Wall was a vast network of bunkers, artillery, mines, and beach obstacles. Hitler ordered its construction to repel an expected Allied invasion of Western Europe. Strength. In places like Omaha Beach, German defenses inflicted heavy casualties on D-Day. Weakness. Much of the wall was poorly manned, incomplete, or focused on the wrong locations. Many German commanders expected the invasion at Pas-de-Calais, not Normandy. Despite its impressive appearance, the Atlantic Wall failed to stop the Allied landings in June 1944. The Siegfried Line and fortress cities. On Germany's western border, the Siegfried Line was revived from World War I to hold off Allied advances. Meanwhile, cities like Breslau and Königsberg were declared fortress cities, meant to be held at all costs. These positions often delayed enemy advances and tied up Allied resources. However, they also consumed troops and materials that could have been used more flexibly elsewhere. In the end, most of these fortifications were either bypassed or overrun. Conclusion: static defense in a mobile war. German fortifications were formidable on paper and in isolated cases caused real problems for the Allies. But they reflected a flawed strategic mindset, focusing on static defense in a war increasingly defined by mobility, air power, and mechanized assault. Ultimately, these vast defensive efforts failed to stop the Allied tide. In hindsight, many historians view them as symbolic of Germany's defensive desperation, costly, rigid, and ultimately ineffective.